Hello everyone! We might be halfway through 2026, but make no mistake, the second half of the year is stacked with incredible Metroidvanias. Today, I'm breaking down 15 of the best upcoming games you need on your radar. Well, let's get into the list. First, the devs behind Spiritfarer just stole the show at GDC 2026 with At Fate's End. On the surface, it's a sleek 2D Metroidvania about royal siblings fighting over a throne, but it completely reinvents the boss fights. You literally pause mid-combat to argue with your family, and your dialogue choices deal actual physical damage. Add in detective mechanics to solve deep mysteries, tarot card double jumps, and a literal family tree skill tree, and this emotional masterpiece proves that words really can hurt. Next up is Nocturnal 2, a sleek Metroidvania that answers the question, what if Prince of Persia was a total pyromaniac? You play as Ardashir, an adventurer exploring the dark city of Aeterna. Your main job, burn literally everything in sight. You'll ignite torches, curtains, and vines to drive back the darkness and solve puzzles, all while wall sliding like a parkour pro. While combat takes a bit of getting used to, the fire effects are gorgeous and the platforming looks butter smooth. If you love setting stuff on fire, this one's for you. Next up is Silver Pines, a gorgeous 2D survival horror Metroidvania that feels like Resident Evil meets Twin Peaks. You play as Detective Red Walker, exploring an eerie town to track down a missing musician. It's got classic survival horror vibes with herb mixing, key hunting, and limited resources. But the real highlight, early on, your main weapon is a tiny box cutter, so your best combat strategy is literally crouching down and stabbing monsters in the shins. Mixed with a sleek rotoscope art style, the game is a delightfully weird creep fest.
I want to sort of move ahead, even though that the game is sort of building slowly, surmounting dread that something is wrong.
Next up is End of Abyss, a dark top-down twin-stick horror Metroidvania hitting in October 2026. Made by former Little Nightmares devs, it trades running away from monsters for blasting them with shotguns and grenades. You play as Cell, a tech wearing a giant fishbowl helmet navigating a spooky underground facility inspired by Alien and The Thing. It combines snappy combat, crafting, and classic maze-like exploration. If you're tired of being a defenseless victim in horror games and just want to blow stuff up, keep this on your radar! Next up is A Sister's Journey, a gorgeous pixel art Metroidvania made with pure solo dev passion. Created by Florian Lackner, you play as Violet exploring a giant, secret-filled world heavily inspired by Celeste and Cave Story. The precision platforming is tough, but there's an accessible mode if you're bad at jumping. Combat is fast and wild, featuring 8 upgradable guns with dual fire modes, including a grenade launcher that turns into a shotgun because why not? It's a true labor of love that shows its passion. Next up is HARK the GHOUL, a retro PS, one-style FPS Metroidvania that feels like King's Field mixed with Bloodborne. You hatch from a cocoon as a hideous bugman thrust into a slimy, Victorian-style city. Instead of crying about your new mandibles, you get straight to work, using blunderbusses, whips, and good old-fashioned crate kicking to explore a massive interconnected map. It blends creepy insect horror with clever physics puzzles and origin-based choices. Who knew crawling around Victorian sewers as a shotgun-wielding bug could look so strangely satisfying? Next up is Akatori, a stunning kung fu Metroidvania 6 years in the making. You play as Mako, a monk traveling with a magical staff powered by a firebird. The staff does everything, combos, springboards, projectile throws, but to recharge its energy, you literally have to throw hands and punch monsters with your bare fists. Add in gorgeous pixel art, fluid parkour, and a corrupt world you cleanse by ringing bells, and it's clear why thousands have wishlisted this. Who knew bare-knuckle monk brawling could be this stylish? Next up is Lucid, a stylish Metroidvania that just dropped a fresh trailer with a summer 2026 release window. Calling itself a Cellustoidvania, it mixes lightning-fast, ultra-smooth precision platforming with classic Metroidvania exploration. It's mostly built by solo dev Eric Manahan, who literally quit his job to make his dream game, Respect. You get deep lore through item descriptions, but without needing a PhD to actually understand the story. If you love crisp movement and high-energy platforming, keep this gem on your radar.
So does the world around you. You will discover hidden paths, master advanced traversal, and adapt to increasingly dangerous enemies.
Next up is Rune Fencer Illyia, a huge 2D Metroidvania game made by just 2 people. You play as Illyia, a young magic fighter who crash lands on a mysterious sunken island to find her lost twin sister. While she isn't great at magic at first, she learns a super cool trick, stealing enemy powers and using their own weapons right back at them, kind of like Kirby with a sword. Add in wall running, time stopping, and tough bosses, and the game feels like it will be a total blast. I've put this game on so many upcoming lists. Will we finally see it come out? I really hope so. Next up, Drinkbox Studios, the devs behind Guacamelee, are back with Blighted, a psychedelic Western Metroidvania. And yes, the game prominently features cannibalism. Beyond the trippy art style and co-op, the standout feature is its frenzy system. Play like an absolute god, enemies build frenzy, gain new moves, and hit harder. Though you do get Bloodborne-style rally health to compensate, getting your head kicked in, the game dynamically tones the difficulty down. It's an insanely unique Metroidvania that gives a whole new meaning to "you are what you eat."
Should you fall?
Next up is Well Dweller, a dark fairy tale Metroidvania from Kyle Thompson, creator of Islets and Crypt Custodian. You play as Glimmer, a tiny bird armed with a matchstick on a quest to stop a wicked queen from turning your family into a dress. Yes, a dress. The gameplay blends light-based combat, trinket crafting builds, and exploring a beautifully decaying world with quirky allies like runaway mice. Heading for Switch and PC, it's a charmingly unsettling adventure that proves big courage comes in very small, flammable packages. Next up in our Metroidvania lineup is Aeterna Lucis, the direct sequel to Aeterna Noctis. This time you play as the Queen of Light on a mission to smack down the supreme god Chaos and save all of existence. The 2.5D hand-painted art is gorgeous, the lighting is dynamic, and combat is fast and precise, all explored seamlessly with 0 loading screens. Just fair warning, since this is a sequel to Aeterna Noctis we're talking about, we can expect a game that won't hold your hand. It will be brutally hard, relentlessly demanding, and will definitely test your controller's durability. Next up, we have Mariachi Legends, a breathtaking 2D Metroidvania that raised 10 times its Kickstarter goal. You play as Pablo Cruz, a detective who literally makes a deal with Lady Death to get superpowers and save his town. Combat is tight, feeling like a blend of Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden, but the real star is the culture. You're fighting through Latin American folklore like La Llorona and key-stealing sprites, while getting fortune reads from lottery tarot cards. It's a gorgeous, colorful love letter to Mexico that you won't want to miss. Next up is Bloodstained: The Scarlet Engagement, the massive 2026 prequel from Castlevania mastermind Koji Igarashi. This time, you tag team as two new heroes, a church brawler and a lonely knight, storming a floating castle ruled by Demon Lord Elias. It features the series' largest map yet, a dynamic day-night cycle that changes how you play, and deep armor customization with cooking mechanics. The game feels like it will deliver everything fans expect from a Bloodstained title: classic gothic action, massive exploration, and pure Metroidvania magic.
With me! Cross Reaper!
Tonight, we start our mission!
And taking the #1 spot is Castlevania: Belmont's Curse. After an 18-year drought, 2D Castlevania is back, crafted by the Dead Cells veterans at Evil Empire. Set 23 years after Castlevania 3, you play as Trevor Belmont's daughter, Rose, cleaning up a monster-infested Paris. The movement is incredibly fluid, and the whip acts like a grapple hook to pull you right into enemies for massive melee combos. With both Bloodstained and Castlevania landing in 2026, Metroidvania fans are about to be absolutely spoiled rotten. That's all for today's list. Subscribe and like for more new exciting Metroidvania games. That's it, and see you next time.